Well, one of the things that Julie and I are focusing on this month is the idea of leadership flexibility or adaptability. And I'd love to hear you talk specifically about the ways in which you had to be flexible and adaptable in order to make this pivot in your career.
Yeah, so there was a lot of that. And so having to come in and kind of learn how things had been done and learn where I could challenge and where I couldn't and that kind of thing, like that was kind of step one. When my very first team meeting with the people that were going to work for me, I remember one of the women like crossed her arms and was like, so let me be clear, you've never worked for a utility before? And, so I had to win over the team. And I had to be really flexible to do that. Like I had to be willing to sit in front of them and say, like, I don't know, like, will you teach me? And then also to explain, like, I do know this part. And so I will help lead you here if you will lead me here. Like this is going to be a partnership and we'll do it together. But I also had to be willing to step out and challenge some stuff. Just because it had always been that way didn't mean it had to be. And to recognize like when there was a better way or an easier way, that was really important. And coming from an environment where, I got to wear jeans every day and, worked in radio, so I didn't really have to like put on real clothes or makeup or anything. It was really important for me to learn kind of how the business was done. But yeah, so it was important to be flexible in recognizing where I had expertise to bring and where I didn't. And where I needed to leverage the expertise of the team and where I could step up and be the leader. One of the things that happens after you've been in a career for a really long time is you feel like, okay, I got this and I can do every job here because I've done every job here kind of thing. And coming in and being the new kid is a little intimidating. And so having to learn how to play that card and have some humility and go to them and say, I don't understand this. Help me explain this to me. I had people that I worked with that literally like turned over pieces of paper and would draw things for me so I could understand like what part of the plant we were talking about or those kind of things. Or people that like sent me books to read so that I would understand the history of the industry or that kind of thing. Like remaining a student or being open to being a student was really, really important.
That's great. I love that because really what you're describing is a willingness to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there into situations where you weren't comfortable, you didn't know what the outcome was going to be, and you were emotionally exposed and taking the risk despite those things. So kudos to you.
Yeah,
thanks.
Having that growth mindset of saying, I don't know much now, but I know I can get better. And I need to surround myself with people who will teach me and who are committed to me being successful in this role. That's huge. Okay.